Awesome. Thank you. This is the first official video for this journaling channel. And I'm going to spend my time writing in this journal, which I have, which is actually a new journal. In Vietnam, look around and try to find a journal that's right for me. And honestly, it's really hard to find the right journal here. They're cheap though. You can find journals really cheap. But I got this one at Muji. And so before I was done writing in my other journal, I got this one and I was so excited because it's got, a little slot here where I can put the pen in. If you're somebody who journals with rings on their notebook, you're probably thinking, duh, that's the best way to do it. But I never usually journal with this. This is my first one with rings on the side since high school probably. But I really like the fact that, you can write on one side and flip it and it can be flat for both sides. You're probably like, duh, I used a ring already. But yeah, I just got this one. Let's see when I got it. September 27th. And today is October 2nd. So not that long ago, and I've already filled out a decent amount of pages. I'll pull my other journal out again at some point, but I'm excited about this one. Also, if you're into paper, Muji got the high quality Japanese paper. This Muji pen just seems to work really well with it, so I'm happy about that. Mornings, I have been waking up at about 5 or 6 a.m., making a cup of coffee, and then reading some of Mastery by Robert Greene. I really like this book. I've read it before. I'm doing a reread of it because actually I saw a post of his on social media and it talked about finding your true calling. And he's like, yeah, I talk about it in the first chapter of Mastery. And so I wanted to reread that chapter. I'm doing that now. And when I do that, it sparks ideas in your mind, right? If you read a good book, it should spark ideas in your mind. And then you should want to think about it more. So I'm laying there in bed thinking about it. I gotta be honest with you. I'm like, oh, I want to journal about this, but I want to make the video. I want to make my first video about journaling. So wait, just hold on. Don't start writing yet. Usually if you have that feeling you need to write, you should do it right away because those thoughts might leave. And honestly, they have left. I'm not in that same exact mindset, right? When you have these inspiring ideas, write them down. Anyway, so I didn't do that for the sake of this video. But, if I wouldn't have done that earlier and wouldn't be doing this video now, it would completely leave me. So I need to bring my brain back to where it was. And there was something that I read specifically. You must understand the following. In order to master a field, you must love the subject and feel a profound connection to it. Your interest must transcend the field itself and border on the religious. If you're not super familiar with this book helps you connect with your purpose in life. Sometimes we find ourselves doing work for money or doing things that we think we need to do, but they don't really bind with us well. And we need to get back to what is most important to us, because if we can fulfill our purpose, it'll bring us not only a lot of joy in life, but we'll be doing a gift to the world. Also, Rick Rubin talks about this stuff, but in a creative way for artists. So Robert Greene talks about it more in a work type of sense, but he does talk about a lot of artists in his work. And so I'm trying to connect more with what is that for me, which honestly has led me to this video. Because when I think about that, what am I so connected to, like almost religiously connected to? And a lot of it has been journaling. Not only has this been a huge part of my life, and I truly believe this has helped me drastically change my life. Not only this, I've had mentors and other people help me in reading, but this has drastically helped me. I've also given a speech to a group before about journaling and led them through a workshop on journaling, and I could see how much it was helping them, and that made me feel really good. And so there could be some purpose there for me. So this video and continue to do this. So that's one potential purpose that I have, or I think, right? I'm not sure. Are these videos the right thing for me? I could sit and think about it, but I'm just sharing this with you because this is what I'm going to journal about right now. I'm going to date it, which again, it's October 2nd, 2025. And then I'm just going to ask that question for myself, because it is what I'm doing. I'm still not 100% sure how to lead these, if you just want to hang out or if you want questions. So I'll give you questions and stuff so that you can follow them if you want, or just, do your own thing. But if there's something that you're doing, you can ask yourself, is this the right thing that I've been doing? I'm going to ask myself, are making these journaling videos the right thing for me? I like to write the time on here too. It's just fun to do that. And sometimes like the location. But this is what it looks like for me. This is like strong espresso, Vietnamese style coffee. And some trà đá. Sometimes there's a fine balance between writing and thinking. And so sometimes my friends will think I'm doing nothing for like 30 minutes or an hour, because I'm usually sitting there with a notebook or a journal, and then I'm staring. Occasionally I'll write and I'll stare. But by doing that, it really helps you get deeper into your thoughts. We've also made a new friend too, if you can see. But it really does help you get deeper into your thoughts. by being able to just look at something that is beautiful and then and then uh and then be able to write more about it. Um, before he was behind the camera too, making faces uh, to try to get me to giggle and laugh. It worked. Um, but yeah, feel free to look up and just get yourself to relax a little bit. If you just face down in the notebook, sometimes you can just your vision starts to focus in, and your mind's not expansive because you're like looking at the next thing in there. Where you're gonna go with it? What where you're gonna go? And so if you look up, soak in your surroundings, you can think deeper. Now, you don't always need to be in a beautiful place. I want to do that, especially for the YouTube video. I probably won't always do it because sometimes when you want to write or you want to journal, you get to it, like focus, get to it, like just get those thoughts out of there. But if you haven't journaled in a while, or if you want to be inspired, then find a beautiful spot. I'm going to share with you some of the thoughts that I'm having right now because why not? So here's the question. Are you making journaling videos? Wait, hold on. Are making journaling videos the right thing for me? And what I'm writing about is starting there, just allowing my thoughts to flow. I like to journal in full sentences and just how my brain is thinking. And so I find myself journaling at times more than other stuff. Like, I want to journal. Sometimes I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. So what do I want to do? I want to journal. I don't usually find myself bored. Like, some people get bored. Maybe that's some people, I'm like laughing saying it because people tell me they get bored every once in a while, and that's not something that happens to me. If nothing's going on, or like if I go meet someone and I'm waiting for them, I bring my journal and I can journal forever. It seems like just such a long time. So I don't really get bored. This is such a fun activity for me, and I want to do it at times. And I'm trying to decide, is it something that I'm obsessed with? Is it something that I will always do? Yeah, for sure, I will. There's other stuff that I really enjoy as well. So, I own a company, and I really enjoy learning about businesses. The company that I have is a marketing company, but my favorite thing is talking to other business owners or people that are really in depth in the business and just learning so much about the business. That's really fun to me. But more than just business stuff, I like learning, right? So, I could talk about the business side of stuff, but learning is important to me. I want to read. I went to talk to someone who's really knowledgeable. If someone owns a business, I want to learn about it. Uh, Anything. I'm really excited to learn history, language. I'm studying Vietnamese at the moment as I live in Vietnam. So I really like learning. That's super important to me as well. Also video games. I've like always played video games. And so I'm trying to see how these pieces can continue to align and be part of my life. That's where I'm going so far. Actually, I'm gonna ask myself that. How do these pieces align for me moving forward? This wristband is getting in my way of writing. Bye bye. One of the things I would say too, when you're trying to get into focus, is usually to turn off notifications or like have distractions away, especially if you're prone to checking them. So I do have a smartwatch at the minute, and I'm getting messages making me think about this. I used to have to look at it right away, and if you do that, it really takes your brain out of this. It's sometimes hard to get back, especially if it's like a work thing or somebody that's saying something that really is important, or a family member, call me right now, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, you stop, right? It's okay. We all got our own lives to live. Uh, but as I'm getting these messages, I don't really have to check it. It doesn't bother me too much. But sometimes if I really need to focus, I will turn notifications completely off. Yeah, so what I'm journaling about now, the next question that I came to was, should I record myself in the gym, right? What was the one before that? Oh, how do these pieces align moving forward for me? Honestly, pretty good. I've been trying to make content for a really long time, and I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it the right way. One of the things I was doing was streaming gaming. It was a lot of fun, but at the same time, maybe not right for me. Um, I was doing it for 5 months. I've only stopped maybe 3 weeks ago because I out traveled and then my computer had some problems. But that gives you time to think about it, or it's given me time. It's given me some space, analyze, think. If I wouldn't have gone on that trip, my computer wouldn't have, you know, had some problems. Maybe I wouldn't give myself this time to think about it. But I still am going to game, and I could still create content around it. So maybe it's not doing it live, but it's still recording videos and posting it. Like, I'm not doing this live, this video right now where I'm journaling. I'm not doing this live. And I think that works well for me. When you're doing something like streaming live, it's taking your mental state away from being in the thing and entertaining. You're talking to people, like, I'm a gamer, right? So let's just say I'm zoomed in on a scope and I'm really trying to focus. And then somebody in the chat says, asks a question, or I had this thing where they click a button and it's like, drink water now. And so what if I need to like drink water right away? And it's like, you can't focus in. Still, it's fun, but I really like to be fully present in all my activities, right? So if I'm trying to journal and I'm talking the whole time, or like, there's constantly stuff, I might not really be able to get fully focused. So I'm trying to allow myself to take a little bit of a step back and see how I can fully focus at the same time as doing an activity I really enjoy and maybe still creating content. That's what I'm journaling about now. I see this battery's about to die, so I'm gonna replace it and then keep going. Having some good thoughts right now. Like, really good thoughts. You know, asking these major questions, it's important because they're probably in your head somewhere. They're further in the back. The more you ask them, the more the front of the mind they come. And if you can get them really to the front of your mind, maybe there's a couple different concepts and bring them together. Oh, it's like a door opens up and you just take a step through and you're like, oh, it's the AC, right? You've been outside, it's so hot, and you take a step through that threshold, feel that cold air. You're like, that's what it's like when you finally get that idea to come out that's been like dying to come out. That idea's been sitting in the heat, sweating its ass off, dripping. And as soon as you get that idea to come through, AC, maybe a cold glass of water too. Delicious. So for me at this time, some of the stuff I'm writing about is with recording. It's what I'm doing now, but also there's other stuff that I can record, and I might as well just do it. One of the problems that I've experienced, and I think a lot of other people that create content experiences, it takes away from being present. There's a lot of stuff in life that can do that, right? Like if you're owning a company and you constantly have work pulling on your brain, you can't really be present. If you're trying to make content and you're thinking everything is content, well, then it's pulling at your brain constantly and it might hold you back from being present. If you're trying to spend time with your friends, like, oh, this is a cool thing that we're doing, let me record all of this. Well, then it's going to take you away from being present. At least that's the case for me. It may be, all your friends love recording stuff together, which I think that would make me excited to do it too. But when I'm with people, I want to just be fully present. I don't want my mind thinking about anything else. And I've found my mind being distant at times as I've thought about recording stuff. So now I'm thinking about recording stuff like this when I'm going to be doing the activity anyway, probably solo. Maybe people could join me in the future. I mean, I like to journal with people, and I've taught at least a dozen people how to journal, maybe a couple dozen people how to actually journal. I've sat with them and taught them how to do it. And I enjoy that. It makes me feel good. I hope it improves their life too. So my thought is to continue doing this activity, see how it goes, try some other things, see how they go. There's no reason not to. In fact, I mean, I have the time now, but just see how they go. And as long as they're not pulling me out of being present, that might be the right path. If it's stuff I'm already doing, it might be the right path. And so it feels like it could be my journaling session for today. I'm going to sit and see if anything else comes up. I feel satisfied. I love that I came to an idea that makes me feel really good. And I think I'm good for now. I think I'm satisfied with my journaling session. I'll probably pull it out later and stuff like that. I really wanted to make this video and sit down for a journaling session. This is how much we journaled today. 1 page, 2 page, 2.5. A lot of times I will journal a lot more. I feel like I can keep writing, but I feel like this idea is great. I'm sitting with my girlfriend. I'm going to chat with her for a second and see how she's doing, talk about her day. But this has been enjoyable. If you have made it through this much of the video, thanks for hanging out. If you journaled with me, thanks for journaling with me. You're always welcome to come back, hang out, and journal some more. If you want to be more consistent in your journaling, you want to have someone to journal with, or if you want me to hold you accountable, subscribe and come back and hang out for other videos. I will have this channel specifically dedicated to journaling and talking about journaling. So if you really want to see more content or enjoy journaling, feel free to keep going back and hanging out. Until next time, see ya.